Now, what are ions? The charged particles are called ions. They can be negative or positive. An ion is negative and cation is positive. For example, in the case of sodium chloride, sodium is cation and chlorine is anion. Now, when we want to chemically represent an element, we use symbol. But then what about compounds, the chemical compounds? That means for that also there has to be method, and that is called chemical formulae. Now, what does a chemical formula convey? First of all, it conveys the name of the elements present in the compound. For example, if it is H2O, we know that it has hydrogen and oxygen. It also tells us the symbols of elements. So, by this formula we have come to know that symbol of hydrogen is H and that of oxygen is O. Then the ratio between the number of atoms. So, in case of water, the ratio between hydrogen and oxygen is 2:1. And we also come to know the name of the compound. Now, to be able to make a formula, why I am saying make a formula? Why can't we just memorize? Now, there are so many chemical compounds, how to memorize them? Just as we use a certain method for coining symbols, similarly there is a method of making formulae also. Of course, it has to be approved, but then if we know the method, it will be easy for us to make a formula. Now, to be able to make a formula, first of all we need to know valency. Valency is the combining capacity of an element. And it depends upon the number of electrons in the outermost shell of an element, which is called valence electron. So, to make a chemical formula or write a chemical formula, we ought to know the valency of the element, and the valency of the element is normally denoted as negative or positive, because it depends upon how that atom is going to combine. Now, for example, in the case of say sodium, it can lose one electron, and as a result we denote it as 1 positive, and in case of chlorine it can gain one electron, an electron is negatively charged. So, it is 1 negative. So, if we want to write the formula of sodium chloride, we ought to know what is the valency of sodium and chlorine. Second thing that we need to know is symbol. If we want to write the formula of sodium chloride, we need to know the symbol of sodium, which is Na, and chlorine, which is Cl. Then write down their valency, this is 1 positive, this is 1 negative, and then crisscross. So, what we will get is Na1 Cl1. But then the method is, if it is 1, we do not write anything. When nothing is written, it means it is 1. And also if both are equal, even if it is 2, then we do not write anything. For example, in case of calcium sulphate, or you can say calcium oxide. The symbol of calcium is Ca, oxygen is O, this is 2 positive, this is 2 negative. So, when we cross it becomes Ca2O2, but because both are equal we write it as CaO. Now, what happens when valencies are different, as in case of say sodium oxide? Sodium, oxygen, this is 1 positive, this is 2 negative. So, when we crisscross 2 goes to sodium. So, the formula will be Na2O. Or in the case of say aluminum oxide, aluminum is Al, O is oxygen, this is 3 positive, this is 2 negative, crisscross Al2O3. So, if you know symbol and you know valency, then you can write a chemical formula. But for this also there is a pattern. For example, if a metal and non-metal has combined together, then the name of the compound will always first start with metal. For example, if it is sodium chloride, why do we say sodium chloride? Why can't we say chlorine sodium? Because we have set a method. Otherwise, somebody will say chlorine sodium, somebody will say sodium carbonate. So, the method is when the combination is of metal and non-metal, we first write metal. Metal is written on the right side and non-metal on left, and then their charges have to be balanced. Like in this case, because here the charge is 3 and here it is 2, it has to be balanced. That sometimes ions have more than one type of atom, they are called polyatomic, as in case of carbonate, nitrate, hydroxide. This is carbonate, this is -1, sulfate, -2, NH4, ammonium, this is 1 positive, chlorate, one negative. Now, when we want, so this is a group of atoms. Now, when we want to write about a group of atoms, and if that group is doubly expressed twice, then how do we, what do we do? If we write Cl2O3, then that means it is the group is changed, chlorine has become double while oxygen is same. If we say ClO6, then the chlorine remains same. But actually what we are saying is that both chlorine as well as oxygen are double. Then what will we do? We have to put it in a bracket. If it is calcium chlorate, for example, the 2 valency of calcium has to go to chlorate, then what will we do? We will put it in bracket. For example, if it is H2, if it is OH, OH is also a polyatomic ion and it is -1. So, if I want to say calcium hydroxide, Ca 2 positive, OH 1 negative, crisscross CaOH Now where do I put 2? After O or after H? Neither. I want to say that now in case of calcium hydroxide, the OH is double. It has 2 oxygen atoms and 2 hydrogen atoms. So, it becomes CaOH twice.